Arriving from a trip around Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom. Passengers will stand by to board.
If you're leaving us here, stay south of the line and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland.
Your attention, please.
And to Main
The
Street
Disneyland Limited now loading for a trip around Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom through the Grand Canyon and Primeval
Stay in
World.
your seat until we come to a full
Stop
stop.
at
Your station. But to get there, you need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, there's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is Norman Square. This station also serves Frontierland and Carnival.
Just forward it to me.
Please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop, and watch your step as you're getting on. For those of you who continue to follow with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square. Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping in Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world.
your attention, please. The Disneyland Limited now loading for a trip
time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Maine.
Your attention, please. The Disneyland Limited now loading for a trip around Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom through the Grand Canyon and Primeval World. Stop at Frontierland, Mickey, Town, and Tomorrowland.
Watch over small children. Keep away from the door. Next stop, New Orleans Square Station.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead, New Orleans Square. This station also serves Frontierland and Funnyland. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting off. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square.
Train folks, welcome to New Orleans Square. Please remain seated until we come to a point. Please stop. Please watch your step when you exit the train off here at New Orleans Square. The platform may be slippery when it's wet, so please watch your step when you exit off the train. Thank you.
Go again.
aboard the Disneyland Railroad here at Safety. Please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, legs, and heads in place at all times. And please supervise your children, ensuring they remain seated and away from any of those train openings. As we depart to Orwood Square, our next stop will be Toontown Depot. Toontown will be our next station stop.
To those just joining us,
Toontown finish line. All that fun with Chester friends coming back. We'll be there in about 3 to 4 minutes for Toontown Depot.
to those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. Great River Valley below. cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, then step carefully from the train. Have fun, and say hi to Mickey and Minnie for me. Those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is Toontown Depot.
Alright, folks, welcome to Toontown Depot. Please stay seated until we come to a point. Complete stop. Please stop for holiday fun with Jeff and Fred. We got a lot of stuff going on over there. We got singing, dancing, and a lot of fun stuff with even Santa Claus. Okay, watch your step.
指示が流れるまでは席を立たないでください。ご協力ありがとうございます。Por favor, permanezca sentado hasta que el bote se detenga en el muelle y se decida el desembarco. Gracias. Bitte bleiben Sie im Boot sitzen, bis es zu einem vollständigen Halt kommt und Sie gebeten werden aufzuziehen. Danke. Please remain seated until the boat comes to a complete stop at the dock and you are asked to disembark. Thank you. Veuillez rester assis jusqu'à l'arrêt complet du bateau et attendez jusqu'à ce que l'autre emplacement vous demande de descendre. Merci. Por favor, permanezca sentado hasta que el bote se detenga en el muelle y se decida que desembarque. Gracias. Please remain seated until your boat comes to a complete stop at the dock and you are asked to disembark. Thank you. ボートが完全に止まり、下船していただく指示が出されるまでは席を立たないでください。ご協力ありがとうございます。Por favor, permanezca sentado.
Watch over small children. Keep them away from the middle door opening, whether be on a bench, on a ramp, or first class. Next up, the Mexico tour heading to the future to Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland's the next stop. Use Bay City to get there. The future awaits us. That's right, kids. The Tomorrowland, you know what that is? Christmas Day already in Tomorrowland. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below. And, in the distance, majestic Matterhorn steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imaginative. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. warships, or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Alright, folks, welcome to the future. Once again, it's stop for Tokyo. Big Mountain. Short forward continue. Buzz, let your answer about 30. After going to Rocky and 21 Henry Boys. And it's Christmas Day. Once again, remain seated. Watch your step. Alright, folks, welcome aboard. Holy Spirit. Once again, please remain seated. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs. Get some screen all the time and watch over small children. Main line, headed back to the main entrance. Back to Main Street, USA. But first, we'll be going through a magic tunnel from the future. It's going to teleport us right to the rim of the Grand Canyon. If you appreciate one of the videos, just make sure you watch it off and know it'll be lighting. It's those tunnel for the goes around you. Once we get to the Grand Canyon, we'll go back in time to the world of the dinosaurs. Again, no photography or video lighting. Next up, Main Street, USA.
To those who've just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us to those who've just come aboard. The next leg of our journey.
Children, all small guests at the 700 Wakefield Open Center. See behind the bench away from the opening store at all times. Our next stop is Main Street Station, where we'll take a slight detour. We're headed to the Grand Canyon and go back in time to the primeval world. Everybody gets settled, please don't flash fire or be lighting. Don't light up toys, ears, necklaces, so on. Let's take yourself set up, please. Thank you.
Later.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us to the fantastic world of
from Tomorrowland Station. Time, please remain fully seated with your hands on the left feet inside the train at all times. And please watch your little ones and make sure they're seated away from the wheel. They're now en route to Main Street Station. Along the way, we pass things to Grand Canyon and Primeval World. Please turn off all lights cell phone lights, joy lights, video lights, and light savers as we enter the tunnel. So we don't scare dinosaurs.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design.
You too.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us
Perfect.
Alright, this train is ready to depart. Once again, please remain seated. Next stop, Main Street, USA. Your stop for downtown Disney, California, for all lands and attractions.
Like, I mean, I knew it was gonna rain, but it's like my feet are actually starting to get a little cold too.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the primeval world, land of the dinosaurs. We're now returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA.